Hare Krishna. Failure is not in falling down but in staying down. Falling down in spiritual life refers to our inability to follow the spiritual standards during periods of temptation or weakness, during which we do some things which we are not supposed to do. So we are marching along the spiritual path and we fall down. Now, is this a failure? At one level it is, but actually spiritual life is so long term, it is multi-lifetime, and one or two or three or a few failures for a short time are actually, from the long term perspective, inconsequential if the important thing is we don't stay fallen. Sometimes the temptations may be so forceful that we may not be able to resist them and we may fall. But the important thing is that what do we do after we fall? Sometimes we become so discouraged because we fell, because we couldn't stick to our standards, that we just give up the practice of spiritual life. That is unfortunate, unnecessary and undesirable. It's not at all needed, because the temptations come upon us like spikes, and I'd say normal consciousness level like this, within that suddenly the desire level spikes up, and during that period we may not be able to resist sometimes. But what do we do after the desire level goes down? We don't have to stay fallen. We can rise and we can start practicing bhakti determinedly once again. So what do we always have our free will, and by using our free will we can rise no matter how many times we fall. We fail only when we stay, not when we fall, but when we stay fallen. The Bhagavad Gita, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna assures us his unfailing love. We may fail in our love toward him, but he never fails in our love for us, in his love for us. And that's why he says, apichet suduracharo bhajate mamananya bhak sadureva samantavya samyak vivasito hi saha. So apichet suduracharo, that even if somebody does very sinful activity, bhajate mam ananya bhak, bhajate mam, if in spite of doing this, ananya bhak, one keeps engaged in devotional service with determination, then what happens? Sadhureva samantavyaha. Such a person is a sadhu. Samyak vyavasito hi saha. The determination is, because one is fixed in one's determination. So what this means is, Krishna is talking, if somebody has fallen down, then how is such a person fixed in determination? That fixation, that being fixed in determination refers to the determination, and I will keep serving Krishna. I will not stay fallen. I will rise and I will keep walking, no matter how many times I fall. And by this determination, we attract Krishna's attention, we attract Krishna's benediction, we attract Krishna's mercy. And by that mercy, gradually the lower tastes, that our vulnerability to temptation becomes overcome. Because we rise and march onwards towards Krishna, that itself purifies us, but further our repeated rising and marching pleases Krishna. It attracts Krishna's mercy, and by that we can overcome the temptations. So failure never occurs unless we stay down, and we never have to stay down, because Krishna is always with us, and our free will is always with us, and Krishna is always wanting to help us to use our free will properly, to rise when we fall, and if we follow Krishna's instructions carefully, we won't even fall. We will keep marching ahead straight onto Krishna, and we will attain a spiritual world which is forever beyond temptation and beyond falling down, beyond failure. Thank you. Hare